You wanted to become better. You started waking up early, cutting off distractions, reading books, improving every day, but slowly you started to lose yourself. Welcome to the dark side of self-improvement, the part nobody talks about. We live in a time where everyone is obsessed with becoming their best self. The hustle culture, the grind mindset, the never settle mentality. But behind all this progress, there's a silent pain, a feeling that no matter how much you improve, it's never enough. You look in the mirror and still see someone who's behind. You scroll social media and see people doing more, achieving more, becoming more, and you start to hate the person you were, and sometimes even the person you're becoming. The dark side begins when self-improvement turns into self-rejection. You start your journey because you want to grow, but somewhere along the way you begin to believe, I'm not good enough until I become that version of me. You stop living in the present. Every action, every thought becomes about the future you. You measure your worth by your productivity, your discipline, your results. You forget that the goal was never perfection, it was peace. But here's the irony. The more you chase perfection, the more you lose peace, because self-improvement without self-acceptance becomes self-destruction. Self-improvement can be lonely. When you start changing, you naturally grow apart from people who used to match your old energy. Friends who once loved wasting time start calling you boring. People who once supported you now say, you've changed. And they're right, you have. But what they don't see is the silence behind your transformation, the late nights alone, the anxiety of wanting to be better but not knowing who you're doing it for anymore. You wanted growth, but now you just want someone who understands how heavy growth feels, because the truth is, improvement doesn't always feel good. Sometimes it feels like losing everything familiar, even yourself. There's another dark side, the addiction to improvement itself. You start watching self-help videos, reading success books, listening to podcasts, but deep down, you're not learning, you're escaping the fear of being enough right now. Every new habit becomes another way of saying, I'll love myself when I finally become better. But here's a secret, you'll never arrive, because self-improvement is infinite. There will always be more to fix. And if you don't pause to appreciate how far you've come, you'll spend your whole life running toward a finish line that doesn't exist. Even healing can become toxic. You start analyzing every emotion, every thought, trying to fix every part of you. But not everything broken needs fixing. Some things just need acceptance. It's okay to have bad days. It's okay to not always be in control. You don't need to perfect your healing. You just need to feel it. Because when you chase healed, you start rejecting your humanity. You forget that growth also means softness, not just strength. There comes a moment in everyone's journey when you've read all the books, built all the habits, achieved all the things, and yet something still feels missing. That's when you realize self-improvement was never about becoming someone else. It was about returning to who you really are beneath all the noise, pressure, and expectations. Growth is not about adding more. It's about removing what's not you. The dark side of self-improvement teaches you something beautiful. You don't grow by hating the old version of you. You grow by understanding it. Every version of you, the lazy one, the broken one, the scared one, was doing their best with what they knew, and that deserves compassion, not shame, because real self-improvement isn't about becoming perfect. It's about becoming whole. So if you're on this journey, don't forget this. You're allowed to rest. You're allowed to feel lost. You're allowed to be proud of how far you've come, even if you're not there yet. The dark side of self-improvement exists to remind you of one thing. You're already enough. You're just learning how to see it. Pause, because sometimes the real growth happens when you stop trying to grow.